All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Dickerson's Table for Two. I am Kirsten.
And I'm Marty.
Both of us is coming over a cold, so whatever virus is out there in the atmosphere. So bear with us if I'm not too talkative because my throat still feels a little raw. But
Right.
we're gonna get right into this podcast tonight.
Raw and uncut.
Raw and uncut. A little raw. So the topic today is gonna be navigating life's transitions together, and that topic is basically talking about the different transitions that you have in a relationship, from moving in together, changing jobs, changing homes, those different transitions, and how to overcome the different transactions that come with it. We're going to start off with our traditional wine tasting. This is Sierra Fior Max. We was in Total Wine and we was trying to figure out what we were going to get, and the lady there talked us into this Max, and which is basically the sister of XXL, which is one of my favorites. So, Mark, you going to pour it up?
Do it.
So we're hoping that it, meets the expectations of XXL.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got here. Let me smell it. Can't really smell.
Oh,
My smell is not there yet. So let's see. My taste buds and my smell is a little off, but we'll see. Cheers.
not bad.
It tastes like cough syrup. But it could just be me.
Yeah, as you. It definitely tastes
This one
like
is strawberry and grapes.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like. It's almost. The XXL. You can tell the difference.
Mhm.
There's not much of a difference, but you can tell. But I would recommend this one too, as well. If you don't want to do the XXL, this one is a little cheaper in price point. Not much, but it's still a good buy.
16% alcohol. So,
Yeah.
a little kick. So let's get right on into this life transition. We're going to define what life transitions are and why they are significant in relationships. And transitions happen within relationships, planned or unplanned. And so, overcoming those different transitions is important. Effective communication when doing so, as well as agreeing upon the different things that's going on. Because I know we hear people say it all the time, well, let me ask my spouse first. Those are part of the transitions in life that you got to talk to your spouse about first. You can't just up and quit your job, or you can't just say we're gonna move tomorrow. These are different things that we got to talk about as a couple and figure out how to relate with them and move progressively. For us, our relationship, as y'all, for those who is new to our relationship, who might not know much about how we started, but everything kind of moved really fast. So our transition was Marty moving in with me in the very beginning of our relationship, and it was a smooth transition. Wasn't much to talk about. The opportunity presented itself. It was right after COVID, so the opportunity presented itself, and we just kind of moved forward. We talked about how the bills would work and how the household would be ran. So Marty can talk more to you about the transition of moving in together and becoming the man of the house, and then I can speak on him becoming the man of the house when I was used to being the ruler of the house.
Right. Well, like she said, it was a smooth transition. But for me, it was more of, getting to know my surroundings. She had kids, I have kids, but when a man is moving into someone else's house that has kids and, they do stuff the way they do, and, me personally, I just had to adjust. I had to learn you know, from the beginning, you know, what I could do and what I couldn't do. I pretty much kind of followed her lead, you know, for a while until she kind of relinquished that rope a little bit. And then, you know, I started trying to, you know, implement some things within the household that I thought would help, which it did. So it wasn't really a big adjustment because, you know, I was brought up like this. So, you know, figuring it out wasn't really hard. It was just, you know, just trying to figure it out and how fast I was gonna figure it out. But yeah, it's been great. You know, I love everybody in the house. I loved everybody that was in the house. You know, some got older and moved out. So, but now we just, you know, just trying to move forward and, you know, do this as one unit. Because I don't think I'm above her and she don't think, you know, I'm above her or she above me. I'm glitching.
Right.
But you know, it's some things that, you know, a man have to handle. So that's where we
So
are.
did you feel like a challenge when you know, because you came into my space, so did you feel the challenge of like coming into my space and then having to, did you feel like you had to walk on eggshells, or did you just feel like you just naturally came in and, you know, was able to be yourself? And
Nah,
I feel like for the most part you was welcomed, but I don't know how you might have felt, you know, on the other end of that.
Well, I didn't feel like I needed to walk on eggshells because, for one, you know, I'm an observant person, so I'm gonna observe first and then, you know, interact. Because, you know, I don't know if you know, at the time, if your kids wanted to talk to me or, you know, who was this person? Like, so I had to maneuver through those things.
Right.
But it's not hard for me because I've been maneuvering all my life. So once I, you know, got the feel of, okay, they okay. Like, you know, they not looking at me like I'm some, you know, stranger or something like that.
Right.
You know, our oldest, my stepson Gerard, he, you know, had the conversation with his mom, you know, about it, and you know, once that was had, you know, everybody else kind of, you know, fell in line, and you know, the rest is history.
So I do think that transitions is important, and it's important for other people to understand that that's, you know, part of being in a relationship, you know, making those changes, moving things around, and, you know, becoming one.
Mm-hmm.
As you stated, you know, obviously we moved in together before we got married. And so that was a big step. That was the first step, and that was a big step. I feel like you can't really learn somebody until you live with them.
Right.
And it was all great to be like, oh, Marty's great. Like, he's, you know, just came out of nowhere. He's this perfect person. And then when you live with somebody, you get to see the different ways that they are, how they handle conflict, how they handle, you know, discussions. And, you know, moving in together was great because I got to see, you know, how he is. Like, you know, is he temperamental? Is he, you know, aggressive? Like, how is he, you know, in general? And I think that that's great. I do feel like people should live with people before you just make life decisions because, and this is just my opinion, but I think that you should live with somebody before you make those life decisions of marriage and things like that, because you truly don't know a person until you are with them, living with them, sleeping in the same room, and, you know, having to do grocery shopping together, all those different things. Like, it's important.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off that, we, you know, I was brought up being a family person. Mm-hmm. So again, it wasn't a hard, you know, transition. For me, it was just really to just adjusting.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Just adjustment.
Yeah.
I think the good part for me when it came to you is how, you know, your brother came to visit in the beginning, so I got to see real family interaction. And so he was very welcoming, and it just always felt like family, you know, no matter if you was in my setting or if I was in your setting. And I just think that part of our transition was important, and it was great. Like, it turned out really great.
And the crazy part about it just popped in my head that neither one of us got to meet each other's grandma.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, my grandmother would have loved you.
Yeah.
Well, both of my grandmothers, because you went with me to my grandmother on my dad's side, my dad's mom funeral.
I did.
But you never met my grandmother that I stayed with,
Mhm.
you know, on my mom's side.
But when we, visited North Carolina, I felt like, the stories was there.
Yeah.
We visited the home.
The emotions was there.
The emotions was definitely there.
Yeah.
I'm crying. I don't even know a lot of things, but it's heartfelt, and I feel like you came into my family within the same way.
Yeah, yeah. I love you,
I love you too. Talking about transitions, we talked about the emotional transitions of it, and transitioning with meeting family, being around family. I guess it all was so natural for us, so it's not even really a real way to have that discussion.
Yeah.
Because your family was instantly my family. Just with us visiting for the first family reunion that I went to.
I mean, I think it's because, like I said before, I felt like we already know each other.
Right.
Like, I feel like you already know my family and I know yours, because it wasn't an awkward encounter when I first met them. It was more of a, they felt what we felt,
right,
kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they felt the genuine care and love that we have for each other. So
right.
It was, I mean, it's hard to talk about because we didn't have that problem.
And for y'all who don't know, one of me and Marty's first dates was my family reunion.
Yeah.
Like week, 2?
What?
It was like week 2 that it was my family reunion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, it's my family reunion. You want to go with me? And he was like, what? And I'm like, it'll be fun. And he came to our family reunion and blended right on in. Matter of fact, you made the program the next year with your picture on the program.
I'm like a chameleon here. That's what a chameleon. I blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can blend in now. But I'm very observant, so I'm watching what's going on, who I can talk to, and this and that. So yeah, it was seamless.
Yeah, it pretty interesting. I almost forgot about that. One of my first dates was family reunion.
And you just came to mind this year, which we started back.
Yeah.
And it was you got to see how my little town, everybody there is
related.
They not related. I mean, but everybody there is like, you might as well say, because they grew up.
Right.
Each generation grew up with each other. Like, so it's like everybody know each other and there's really no problems. It's like you have the problems, but then it's like they still gotta walk around the same town. And
I joked the first time I visited Marty's town, and I'm like, this looks like in the heat of the night, Sparta.
Right, it does.
Because it's
one
town, one little town.
That's probably why we into it.
One little town, and Marty said, you wouldn't live here? No. It's not busy enough for me.
But I told her, growing up, it was, you wouldn't think the stuff that happened there happened, But she got a little bit of confirmation on that. Like, so she didn't think I was just exaggerating.
Yeah.
I didn't, I done seen a lot of stuff, so, in that small town, but, I made it out and, doing good for myself at this point.
So, part of our transitions, we do open communication. We talk about this a lot. Marty likes to say raw and uncut. So y'all are getting it raw and uncut, obviously, because we're telling y'all, our little secrets of how we dated, and everything was like quick. And he met my family. He basically got my family's approval immediately.
Yeah.
Because of me taking him to the family reunion.
I'm just cool. I'm just a cool guy.
Marty's, I always joke because I'll be like, what, Marty always tells this story like, I got stories to tell. He has no stories to tell. So I'm always like, who is keeping your secrets? Because you have no story to tell.
I told you pretty much everything. Like, my mom told you, like, that boy be in, but them street lights come on now. He in the high. Because I just know, like, what goes on at night. And I'm not trying to get caught up in
Right.
something I shouldn't
So
be.
I'm just listening to the stories of your town, and I'm like, okay, so stuff was actually happening where you went in the house when the streetlights came on.
I mean, a lot of stuff happened before I got to the street.
The bottoms.
Yeah, that's what it is. If y'all know about the heat of the night, it ain't as rough as the bottoms, but it was the bottoms.
So speaking of transitions, Marty had brought up that I actually attended his grandmother's funeral on his dad's side, and I'd never met her, but I attended because that's part of support. So life transitions teach us that in relationships we still have to be supportive of different things, even if we haven't experienced them.
Right.
Marty had an experience with me on my side. When my grandmother Mary passed, I went to the home where she had passed and spent some time with her before, the funeral home came and got her, and Marty was very supportive. He was there. He didn't go in the room, but he he was very supportive. So life transitions teach us that in relationships, we have to step outside of our comfort zone and just be there for one another. Through all the changes, change in scenery, change in household members. Marty watched me with the different grief of my cousins growing up and moving out, and one of them going to college, and just the different transitions that go on. And we just have to be very supportive of each other and, make sure that...
we still love you, Gabe.
And make sure that that everybody is supportive of each other and everybody is, is there 100%.
Yeah.
Because that 100% support means everything. One of my best friends, her mom recently passed, and she was like a second mom to me. And Marty understood immediately because she was at our wedding, and I talked to her weekly. So he understood that loss and the support that I needed from it. And then I understood that even though I was hurting, the support I needed to give my friend, because this is her mom. Even though she was like a mom to me, this was her mom, so I had to be 100% and bulletproof. And we did that drive, and y'all, I've said this 1,000 times, Marty does not drive. And he knew that this was going to be a round trip to Virginia because we had to be here and there. And so, we left at 3 a.m. I was talkative. I always talk on the road, and I sing and talk and everything, but I drove all the way there with no issues, and on the way back I'm like, I don't think I can drive. And Marty took that lead, and I was like, okay, stepping up to the plate, because Marty does not drive on road trips unless he has to.
And where we went, it was a small town. It reminds me of my town, which very country, even though it's Virginia, which they consider up north, but it was very country. I mean, it was a nice little town, even though we went there for, sad occasion. She always knew I'm a supporter, no matter what, 10 toes down. I think that's why her family really like me, because they know I'm gonna support her, like, no matter what. We gonna go through it, no matter what. And I'm gonna jump right in the fire, no matter what, so. And that, for anybody.
Yeah. So.
Just like when we went to the little party, what was it? What was that? They were trying to throw you in the pool.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that? True's birthday party.
Yeah. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that over here. It wasn't me trying to be bad, but we're not getting thrown in no pool. Like, come on, man. That was me, standing on business, as they say.
Not standing on business.
Standing on business.
Hello, everyone. For those who just joined, everybody saying hello. And we really appreciate y'all's support. Kiera, thank you for the side note. I really don't feel good. Both of us got sick. I blamed it on my grandson because he was sick first, but as I'm looking, it's people who's sick and was nowhere near him. So we're going to take that out the atmosphere. The little old Kason gave us a sickness, but I'm still recovering. I feel better, but every day is a new symptom. So today I woke up, my throat's sore, and I've still got congestion, and I don't know what Marty got going on over there,
I mean,
but he's sounding the same way as me.
Yeah, a little congested. But if anybody's on here, on the live, please follow our page, our Facebook page, the
Dickerson Table for Two. Yes, we need that support on that page. Because we cannot go live on that page until we get enough followers, and we've been active on that page for a while. So
Yeah.
we're doing our best to try to move things around. We continue to give you guys updates, and
Yeah, we definitely giving you updates. The podcast room is coming together. I'll probably have another update tomorrow.
Marty has really been working really hard with the transition of turning my old office into the media room.
Yeah, we just want to give y'all
I've been loving my new desk that stands up. I stand up most of the day, and kind of, I'm able to work and navigate with my new desk and in my new space. But, he's really putting in his heart and soul in this room. So I stick my head in there, but I don't do much because I feel like he has a vision that I don't want to touch. Like, when somebody has a vision, you can't interrupt that vision with your vision.
Yeah.
But most of our stuff kind of connects, because even with the panels, I'm like, I wanted to do panels, and he had just said he wanted to do it too, so it kind of worked out.
I mean, the panels is going up. I can tell that it's, the room is changing. We just want to give y'all a more, intimate feel. Like, the setup we have now is good, but we want to give you a more intimate feel, and we also got something else coming that you guys are gonna love. Can't tell you what it is, but you're gonna.
I was looking at you like, you can't tell it all.
Nah, I'm not gonna tell.
Marty like to overshare.
Yeah, but we want to bring y'all on this journey. Like we've been saying, we want to bring y'all on this journey because y'all are part of the family. So we just want to keep you guys updated and let you know what's going on behind the scenes and on the scene and everything.
Raw and
uncut.
And being consistent. Consistency is everything.
That's the word.
I talked to Marty earlier today about setting shared goals, and that's something that you guys should bring into your lives, whether it's, just with your, your kids or, your significant others, because setting shared goals and getting those goals out there, making each other reach those goals, because I'm not going to even tell you, I thought that we talked about this podcast in 2024, but in going through paperwork and different things that I took notes on with us, pillow talking and stuff, because, we do get out the piece of paper and the ink pen and kind of write down different things. And we actually started talking about this podcast in 2023 in August, right, saying that we would start it in September of 2023. So we've really extended it out. So that goal is off the checklist, and it just feels really good. And to have you guys to be very supportive of it. But we just, in setting those goals, we want to make sure that you guys know that part of that is, creating that stability and making sure that you have a established routine. Marty has a routine on Wednesdays. Mine is I want to get off work, take a shower, and go to sleep, take a nap, because I don't want to be tired, for the podcast. But with me being sick today, I just felt like I just wanted to lay down pretty much all day. And I heard him down here moving around furniture and getting it together. So his consistency is, it pushes me to just be like, okay, let me get up and get it together. So, put on a little makeup, got myself together. So
Rome won't build in a day, so we gotta stay consistent. But anybody out there, just stay consistent and trust the process. We're not rushing it. That podcast room, gonna be done when it get done. But when it do get done, you guys are gonna see the hard work that we've been putting in, the ideas and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's part of our transitions. I made a decision that I didn't want to be downstairs at the front door to work anymore, because I hear all the construction that goes on behind the neighborhood. They're fixing something on Jones Bridge, and it's just, I don't know, they're making a sidewalk. I don't know what they're doing, but I can hear that down here. So I made a decision to go upstairs, and I don't hear anything. Like I don't hear if somebody come in the house or not. So I'm almost like being the only one here during the day. I'm like, did I make a good decision? But yes, I did. I'm getting more work done. I'm more focused. Today was a perfect example. I got so much accomplished in a little bit of time today. And it just feels good to, have that transition, navigating our transition of the podcast and moving things around in the household, making it feel more like home, and being supportive of, our visions.
Yeah.
So, I suggest that you guys create routines, talk about things, set your personal goals. I talk to my niece every day, so we talk about our individual goals. And so it's always good to have your own goals and, like your lifestyle goals or your partner goals, and mark them off. Don't just set the goals, but try to set your way to get to them.
Yeah, and if you want to start something, start it. Like, don't think that you're too old to start something. Like, just start it, and go for it. Like she said, when we set out to do this podcast, that was 2023.
Yeah.
And look, now we doing it ourselves. We don't have the best equipment, but again, trust the process, and that will happen. We recently went to the new Publix in Buckhead Saturday, and we met a guy that does video drone stuff, and that was a cool experience.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's pretty awesome with that drone. So, we connected with him, and, we just networking, trying to see what we can do with some videos or anything like that. So when you out, just, promote your business, and don't be afraid to talk to people, and network.
Yeah, because I was actually really proud of you, Marty, because we saw the guy in public, but we didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
And then so happened I get home and the video that he did was on my timeline, and I'm like, I saw him.
Yeah.
And Marty reached out to him. So
yeah.
That's something that Marty doesn't normally do. So
yeah.
He was like, you'll be proud of me. I'm like, what did you do? He's like, I reached out to the guy. So
I ran into him. I was, we was both looking at chicken. And I was like, excuse me. He was like, don't worry about it. And, and he remembered that.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it. He remembered that little interaction. So.
And we both, we've been saying we want to go to this Publix ever since I saw it on the TikTok. But we both had on the Aliens and Cows branding, and people was asking about it, So that, that alone, let's embrace change and transitions and setting your goals, and take those things with you wherever you go.
And also our Verse and Vibes Instagram page. Go follow that. That's our t-shirt line that we talked about on the last episode. So Verse and Vibes. Go check it out.
You made me forget what I was about to say.
Wow. Sorry.
I just had a brain cloud. But talking about the importance of viewing transitions and opportunities for growth and bonding. So for growth and bonding, and that was just the example of us going to Publix, and then we left Publix and we went to IKEA.
Right.
And I didn't feel good at all. Like at that point, I completely shut down. I didn't want to walk. I didn't feel like doing anything.
We had to get out of the house though. Like we had to get out.
But we walked through IKEA and we just ideas was just shooting out.
Right.
Like we was just we came up with this vision of the media room and just going with it. It was just great. But I wish I felt better because I would have been more in tune to the different ideas that he was showing me.
That's where I come in.
But Marty is the creative director.
Yeah.
And I'm, I can do sales and I can do customer service and I can pitch whatever y'all need me to do.
She's creative too. She just don't know it. Like she's creative too. So, I ask her for ideas. She might see something I don't see. But, that's why we have each other, so we can, bounce these ideas off. Because I might be thinking of something in business that I shouldn't be thinking about, and I run it by her. She was like, nah, let's rethink that now. Like, but that's not my that's not my lane. That's her
Yeah,
lane.
I feel like I'm like the Excel spreadsheet and you're like the Word PowerPoint documentations. Like,
One band, one sound.
yeah.
That's what we on. Drumline. If you know, you know.
So, I don't even know how long we actually been talking right now, but
That's fine. We talk.
no, I'm just saying because I don't want to repeat myself, but I do want to go back to the fact of saying that when you guys set a goal or you set your mindset to something, it don't matter how small or big it is. Make sure that you follow through, because there's so much that can happen once you follow through. Like, so much of the world opens up when you finally see the light of what you pushing for.
Yeah, because you don't set no goals, you ain't really got nothing to work for. When you set goals, you got goals and timelines, you got something to work for. And when you hit that goal or that timeline, you feel good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to make you want to go even further.
Right.
And that's why, we set these goals for 2025, because, it's pushing us. Even though we've been under the weather, we know consistency is key. We could have easily canceled the episode, but
Right.
why? Because you gotta look forward to it. We look forward to it, and like I said, we gotta stay consistent with it.
Consistency is, what was that quote that I said? Consistency
Is the cheat code.
is the cheat code.
Yeah. Shout out to the podcast that we got that from, but we do our homework, and we growing, and just know that you guys are seeing it firsthand.
Totally off subject, but I saw Sonia's comment where she said blue looks good on me, and I thank you. I will
Sonya, what
put a
up?
light on this jogging suit that my mom gave me for Christmas. She said, you guys do your podcast every week. I want to give you a jogging suit, something that you can wear on the podcast. So this is my Christmas gift, and it says, no worries, God
Got me.
God's got me. God got me. And, I told her I would wear it for the podcast. It's comfortable. But, yes, I do love blue on me. Blue is not my favorite color.
It's fine.
It's Marty's. My favorite color is aquamarine teal. But we won't talk about that right now. I just wanted to, give a shout out to the outfit. Thank you, Mom, for the outfit. It's comfortable. I don't know where she got it from, but we could shout them out too.
Right.
So shout out to the creator of No Worries, God Got Me. Because God do got me. I feel blessed. Like, every day I'm like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to wake up every morning. It's a blessing, that so many things I didn't think could be accomplished is being accomplished. It's just so much to be grateful for. It's so much that's happening in the world. And I just feel really sorry for the people that's in California right now who has lost everything. I have a friend that grew up in the area where the town is completely gone. And I feel so bad. And I everything, you just have to be blessed for the things that you continue to have every day.
We got any people on?
Oh, you want me to drink? You said
No, I said we haven't. Questions.
Oh, let me look at the questions. It is a delay, and we are working on a different way to do this. Lots of shots out. Everybody saying hello. Hello, everybody.
Thumbs up. Give me a W in the chat if you following the page. If you following the Facebook page.
Rochelle said, "What a first date! It was definitely something to remember." Actually, the very, very first date is the fact. Okay, so we went to a kickback. Y'all know that. That's how we met. And a couple days later, I'm like, I had this. It wasn't a wig, but it was like, I don't know what you call it. I had this thing on my head. Partial sewing, I don't know. But anyways, I needed to get it out. And everybody knows that women do not bring men around when they get their hair done. But Marty tagged along, and he joined me when I went to Sonia's, and she pulled a little piece off. I got a video of her acting the fool. She pulled a piece off, and she said it looked like somebody's auntie. I don't even remember why I had that hair, but it was cute when I got it done. It was just the aftermath of it. But anyways, So the real actual, like, no restaurant, no no out to eat, no nothing. I was like, I cannot go nowhere until I get my hair done. So Marty went with me, and he met Sonya and John and Rocky, and saw me get my hair done.
That was a good experience.
He saw the braid down.
That was a good experience.
But he also recognized in that moment that I was not bald headed.
That was a good experience.
So, first date, hair. Second date was major date, because we did plenty of things in between. But major date was the family reunion, and after that we went to the movies.
Yeah.
The next date was the movies. Those was our top three things.
Well, I know y'all can't, this off the subject, but I know y'all can't smell this candle, but this is actually one of the candles that me and her made. We made two. So this is
I
actually,
can't smell it either, because I can't smell.
I'm just letting them know that, you know, that's something else that we're working on, that we got coming. So we're working family.
So if y'all haven't noticed yet, we are the jacks of all trades.
Yeah,
we will Google the hell out of something and figure out how to do it, and then we will do it and to say we did it.
Because everybody like candles.
Yeah.
So if we can nail it down.
We get this down to the science, because we did go to Candlelit Atlanta, and I want to shout them out because that's my girl. That's her business, and we went there for a date day, because we went on a Sunday.
Yeah.
During the day, but we made our first candle.
Yeah.
And it came out great. So we was thinking like, okay, we could try this too.
Yeah.
So, you know, Marty, once he gets his mind on something, it's just like go. So he just came back and was ordering all this candle stuff, and I was getting anxiety because I'm like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
But we found out that it's really not hard.
But it's not hard. We actually sat down and did it one day, and I burnt my candle out already. I mean, it's not all the way burnt out, but it smelled really good.
Yeah.
I was proud of our scent that we created, because it was a scent that is not out there. We created it.
Yeah.
And it smells really good. It's real smooth, and it's like a sweet, spicy, lavender, lemony smell. I don't know. I can't describe it that way because y'all are like, what? But it smells really like fresh, but that soothing lavender, like sleepy time type scent.
Just know we working.
But yeah, we working. We got a lot of things up under our sleeve, and this is part of our transition. So our episode 7 was navigating life's transitions, and you know that is holding each other accountable for different things, keep setting our goals, being very communicative.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Communicative?
Nah, I don't know.
But anyways, talking things through, making sure we setting those goals, and being raw and uncut.
Yeah. Raw and uncut.
So that, you know, we just want to put that out there for episode 7. Just try to it's a new year, so start thinking about those things that you want to do. We still have to do our what's it called? Vision board.
Yeah.
We still have to do our couple vision board, and I was thinking about having like a little couples vision board party, but I haven't fully thought it out yet, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But that would be fun to do, and just gives more things to do. But there's so many things that transitions in life. You got, you know, moving in with your spouse or your couple, you know, in your relationship. You've got meeting family, changes of jobs, all these different transitions in life, and just making sure you have that partner that will support you 100% no matter what your major goal is.
Right. That's why.
And that was our message
that's
for
why
today.
we're coming to y'all, because I know y'all support us in what we got going on. So we're gonna keep, you know, trying to give you this raw and uncut lifestyle that, you know, we have going on, and, you know, dropping gems every Wednesday. But we probably gonna do another Q&A coming up soon though. We want to do at least one a month. So we're gonna probably, I don't know if it's gonna be the next episode or what, but we're definitely gonna do another Q&A.
Yeah.
But if again,
subscribe
to the
YouTube channel, Dickerson Table for Two.
Yeah.
I made a post on my page, which I'll reshare tonight, which gives all of our links. So it's YouTube Dickerson Table for Two. We got Instagram Dickerson Table for Two, Facebook Dickerson Table for Two. And again, the more you guys subscribe, show support, we can get off of my personal Facebook page, and we can get onto those Dickerson pages, and spread our word. Like, let people know, like, got this newlywed couple that is doing multiple things, and they're willing to share, what they're learning, and helping somebody out there who we don't even know we're helping.
Right. We don't gatekeep over here. Because at the end of the day, like I tell people that I do graphics for that want to get into the graphic design space, I show them stuff, because at the end of the day, you can't do what I do.
Right.
So I don't care about sharing, how I do this and how I do that, because I've been doing it longer than you. So again, we don't gatekeep over here. So if you have anything that you want to ask us, comment it.
Anybody have some questions about related to life transitions, or something that you might be experiencing within your relationship or families or friendships that you don't know how to handle, the transitions. Again, we're not professionals, but I feel like we have some knowledge in a lot of areas that I didn't realize until recently that I actually, have that knowledge. I wouldn't say that I didn't know I had the knowledge, but, I just realized how powerful, my mindset is.
I feel like we can help people. I feel like that's why one of the reasons we was brought together, because we are so similar. And I think people, understand us.
Right.
I want to know, like, because we got together in an awkward way, like, it wasn't traditional.
It wasn't planned.
So, we can share those stories, and because they might run across that one day, like, what should I do? Like,
yeah, because I remember being in this situation. Like, I remember, like, asking my mom, like, how many people call their mom and say, I know I haven't been talking to this guy very long, but, would it be weird if he moved in with me? Like, these are things that I didn't have any fear in asking those that was closest to me to get their opinion. No one said, you sound ridiculous. Not one single person. So I felt like I was in a safe place. I didn't feel like, this was a dangerous person. And I felt like it was safe for him to be around, my children.
Yeah.
And God has proven me correct.
Right. Like I said, I'm just a cool dude. Like, I don't like all that confrontation stuff, and I just want to enjoy life. And this year we're gonna enjoy it. You know. Like she said, I'm working hard on this podcast room, because I know once that's set up, we can take this thing to another level. But in the meantime, we are humble enough to know that we just gotta trust the process. We're not rushing it, but at the same time, we trying to get it done.
I'm trying not to sniffle.
It's fine. It's raw.
But it's raw, okay.
Yeah.
But if anybody has anything that they want to talk about or they want to ask, we're here for a few minutes before we go ahead and end this live. I see some new names and new people on here, and we appreciate all the support that we get.
Are they following the page?
I hope so. I really hope that everybody is following this page. Give us a thumbs up if you guys are following. Hey, Michelle.
Give us a thumbs up if you go and follow the page right now, like the Table for Two. I know how many, we at 87 followers, so it only can go up from there. So if you new, go follow it.
Just think about it. You got two people right now that, number one, work full-time jobs, have a full-time household of children, and have multiple businesses in their belts. Marty is doing, are you telling all that what you're doing to do?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, Marty is studying, doing something else that he's added to his because we talked about in the beginning of the year coming up with learning one thing new. And Marty already tackled his learning one thing new. I'm learning something too, but
Well,
I haven't gotten on that yet.
I've learned it, and now I want to, teach other people. It's not free, but if you want to get into digital marketing, just let me know. Like, shoot us a DM. The page is Social Sync Digital Marketing on Instagram. That's Social Sync.
I'll put it in the
Marketing.
comments.
Yeah, but if you want to learn digital marketing, which is one of the easiest ways to make money online and not have to do anything, you just you got to put in a little work. But if you want to make money doing that, just holler at me and we can get it started.
I'm still trying to learn how to type on here. But those are just a little few things that we got. So he's got digital marketing that he learned, and he's willing to teach others. It's actually interesting, so I'm waiting on him to teach me so I can, get in there too. But we've got the candle business that we about to kick off soon. Aliens and Cows. Verse and Vibes is our t-shirt, silly brands.
Yeah.
And
and
Dickerson Table for Two.
And the thing with the digital marketing, you just need your phone, a laptop, a Canva account, and a stand store, which I will show you how to set all that up. What I'm my product will show you how to do all that. So if you wanna learn digital marketing, it's easy. Like, it's an easy way to, because you're on social media anyway.
Yeah. So
all you have to do is just post, which I will show you, how to do. Just post 2 or 3 times a day, and that's extra money that you can have. Like, you literally can make 4 to 6 figures doing this. So just tap in with me.
I just want to end this conversation with encouraging you guys to, listen to your partners and embrace transitions as they come. Be very supportive and 100% transparent to how you feel about different things. Don't hold anything back, because if Marty says he get ready to, do something outrageous, I'm gonna tell him, like, okay, you doing too much. It's too much underneath your hat. But right now, the things that we working on is all manageable, and it's just, the journey is, will continue. And again, we appreciate all you guys' support. We're gonna go ahead and conclude. And Corey said he's gonna be getting at us about some things that he's thinking about. Glad for you to join, Corey. We're glad to see you here.
For real.
But yeah, hit us up. Hit us on the DM if you guys have things that you guys want to talk about. Want us to add into our discussions. We will. Our episode 10 will be our Q&As. And that is just an episode that we put together where everybody can just come and just, talk about whatever's on their brain. And we just find it fun, and, because it's obviously not rehearsed. None of our stuff is rehearsed. We try to have pointers, but we never get to them.
Right.
We never got to our points for today. So
we're gonna start trying to go live on the Instagram page.
Yes.
Just hopping on, checking in with you guys and seeing how y'all doing, and if y'all wanna join the live, depending on where we at, because we might jump on the live, we might be sitting in the bed, but y'all can jump on, ask a question, and we try to answer it the best our ability, and because we don't want to just do the podcast on Wednesday. We want to keep interacting with people throughout the week, the weekend. Like I said, we just get on there and just talk. We won't have a topic. We just get on there and just talk and see if anybody have any questions or want to know something from us and how we do stuff. So.
And again, the advice that we give is solely just our advice, our opinion, and how things worked in our favor.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not Dr.
we don't
Phil.
expect you to go out there and meet meet another Marty, and I don't expect y'all to go out there and meet another me. I know
Right.
I'm,
One of one.
people want to, meet people like us, but
Right. And one of
it's
one.
just us. So, but we be glad to, help you guys in, whatever type of discussions that you guys want to have. And I just think it's great.
So that's going to end this conversation.
It is.
It's episode 7.
Navigating life's transitions together.
Peace.